Hi, my name is Annalisa, and today I'm going to be showing you how to turn crayons into lipstick, and it'll be very easy to apply. So first you're going to need a pan and a cup of water, doesn't matter what temperature it is. And then you're going to need some crayons to melt into lipstick. And then I use this coconut oil. You have to use coconut oil. And I use this Luana coconut oil because it's 100% pure. And then you want to get like a small, just normal sized spoon. And then last but not least, you need a little pot to make it in, and preferably a toothpick of any kind. I am using these plastic ones with the flat edge and then kind of frizzy at the end. And so I already poured my water in, but that's the first step. You put your pan on the oven and then you turn it on. But remember, since safety first, you have to have adult supervision. So we're going to turn this on to low and just kind of wait a little while so it just gets warm. And then once your water is completely warmed up and it starts to bubble at the bottom of the pan, and you start to see bubbles like this, can you see it? Little bubbles at the bottom of the pan. You're ready to take your pot and gently place it inside right in the middle if you can. And then we're going to take our coconut oil and our spoon, and we're just going to get kind of a big chunk of coconut oil. See? And then we're just going to use our finger and swipe it right in that little bowl. And make sure the bowl's not metal, that way it doesn't heat up and burn you. And I prefer to have handles on it. That way you don't have to touch the edge of the glass, and the handles will be a lot cooler so it doesn't hurt or burn you. So now we're just going to wait a little while, and once your coconut oil completely dissolves and turns into liquid, that is when you can add in the crayons. So if you put it on high or kind of about 6, it heats up a lot faster. And then you're just going to take your toothpick or whatever you're using to stir it around, and just stir it around in the cup a little bit as it starts to dissolve into liquid. And once it's mostly dissolved, it doesn't have to be completely dissolved to put in the crayons. So once it's about halfway dissolved, you can add in your crayons. But first you have to take off the shell wrapper and then kind of break it into half or into thirds, and then you put it in. And you have to remember to put the coconut oil in first. So now that you put in your crayon, you kind of just mix it around a little bit and it starts to melt. Yeah. See, if you put it on high or just like 8 or 6, I have mine on 6, you just stir it around and it starts to melt. And I'm using blue today. It's kind of a darkish blue. And you don't want it too hot because then you start to hear the bubbles from the water to start to boil and they start making popping sounds, and you don't want that because you don't want it too hot. So now that our crayons are melting, it's actually turning the coconut oil that dissolved into the liquid. It's dissolving around and mixing. While you're mixing it, the crayon is dissolving into the melted coconut oil, and it's starting to turn the coconut oil blue. That's the liquid form of your lipstick. And it's gonna probably look like this for whatever color you use. So once you get it just about melted, you can add different colors. It really doesn't matter. Oops. Like, I'm going to add this little reddish orange one to make the color more vibrant, but only a little piece of it. That way it doesn't completely change the color. And as that starts to melt in, it starts to kind of change the color, make it a little bit lighter, a little bit. But it usually depends on which colors you're using. So we're going to just put down our toothpick and we're going to wait a while until it melts. And if you want to see the rest of this, just type in at the search bar above, lipstick making part 2. And don't forget to subscribe and put a thumbs up. Bye!